It's your girl, Raw Truth and Uncut. I'm coming to you today with another video for my bros. Yeah, for you, and you. Those of you near and far. You could be in the same city. You could be in the next city. Or you could be in the next city in the next state. I'm talking to you, and you. I come to motivate and encourage you today. To give you a push and a shove for some. But I'm telling you that you got to get out of your own way in this hour and in this season, because God is waiting on you. You got his hands tied and his feet tied to that which you want to do. You want him to move, but he can't move. Why? Because you're not moving. You're the vessel. He wants to use you in this hour. He wants to use you in this season. He can only move when you move, just like that. You got to get out of your own way. You got his hands tied and his feet tied. Why? Because you in the way. When you begin to move, you begin to untie his hands. When you begin to move, you begin to untie his feet. I'm telling you why. Because you are the chosen vessel that he wants to use. So with that being said, today, begin to get out of your own way and allow God to use you like never before. I'm telling you, some of you great men of God are tied to a concubine and tied to Jezebel, tied to Delilah. I'm talking about, and tied to family members that God told you to cut off. You can't want more for them than they want for themselves. You can't want more for those that's in your circle than they want for themselves. You cannot want more for yourself than God wants for you. Why? Because if you're not moving, you just wanting. You're not doing anything. So you got to get out of your own way. I'm telling you, God allowed me to feel this morning that some of you great men of God, some of you kings, your spouse is waiting on you, but you got God's hands tied down to where he can't even move. You're not moving. God done gave you instructions. God done spoke. And God done released you from a certain region. He done released you from a certain city. He done released you from certain states and certain countries. But you're not moving. You steady waiting on God, but God is waiting on you. Get out your own way and allow God to be God in this season in your life. And allow him to do what needs to be done. God has shown different ones that he have called and chosen you for such a time as this, but you have allowed situations and circumstances to hinder you and to halt you, to bring you to a screeching halt, till you just won't even move. And some of you have connected to a counterfeit in this hour and in this season. And I'm telling you that God come to set you free today. But it's up to you to move, and it's up to you to want to obey God in this hour and in this season. God is not going to force nobody to do anything that they don't want to do. He will raise up another to obey him. And trust me, I'm only speaking from experience. You know, sometimes we can reach and get somebody that we think we want, or somebody that look good on our arms, or somebody that may be full of the word, but they're not they're empty of the anointing. Just because they full of the word does not mean that they are called to you. They're chosen to walk with you and called to connect with you in this hour and in this season. Let me tell you, the counterfeit look good just like the real. But I'm telling you, once you encounter your favor and your flavor, baby, there's nothing the counterfeit can do. Why? Because she may have just favor, but she don't have the flavor. And guess what? If she don't have the salt to go along with the word, to go along with that favor, then you missing something. You need nothing in this hour to be missing nor broken. So you need the whole package from God. So allow God to begin to move and do what he need to do to make you that great mouthpiece in this hour and in this season for him. I'm telling you, people of God, the favor and the flavor awaits you in this hour. Come on, I need a t-shirt with that on it. God's favor and flavor I'm telling you, this God is doing new things in this season and in this hour. I may have some stumbles in this video, but I'm telling you, my brother, that the best is yet to come once you get out of your own way. When you get out of your own way, God can use you effectively. He can use you in ways that you know not of, that's just down on the inside of you, that your favor and your flavor will be able to activate. I'm telling you, you're just laying dormant right now. Everything is laying dormant. But because it's your time and it's your turn to be connected to your wife. And I'm telling you that if you would just allow God to be God, you won't be disappointed. I don't care what. That person may not be she may not have the Coke bottle shape that you're looking for. She may not be all put together the way that you looking for. I'm telling you, but when God do it, baby, he done it, and you won't be disappointed by anything that he does for you when it come down to a spouse. And I'm just telling you this because I'm speaking my truth as well. Because when we allow God to show us who our spouses really are, we're expecting one thing, but guess what? God has to do another thing. But guess what? As long as it's being done by God, you can't go wrong. You say you trust him from Genesis to Revelation. Well, trust him with the path of the process of connecting you to the real wife that he have for you. Yeah, that one that he showed you some months ago. So that one that he showed you some years ago. Yeah, that one that he freed you up from. The one that he freed you up for such a time as this. You have to begin to get out your own way and allow God to choose for you. Begin to allow God to process you and run that process of that which you want him to do. I'm telling you, you the hold up. Only thing you got to do is get out of your own way. And I know that there's some bleeps and some blunders, but you get the point, because guess what? This is just like giving a baby a piece of candy. Ain't nothing hard to understand about this word, about you getting out of your own way. There's nothing hard about this word that you don't understand, that God is ready to order your steps and your stops to bring you into that divine connection with your right wife. Begin to loose the counterfeit. That's nothing but a sabotage of the enemy that come to hinder, delay, and deny you access from that which God have for you. So get out of your own way in this season and in this hour. The best is yet to come for you. I promise you, if you just take the necessary steps that you need to begin to move toward that God ordained spouse, you will begin to see breakthroughs. You will begin to see the curses break. You will begin to see the witchcraft break from off of over your life that's hovering over your life. I'm telling you, in this hour and in this season, if you begin to get out your own way, my brother, you will begin to see the move of God, the hand of God, and the plan of God for your life. You already know some things, you know in part, but you may not know it in full detail. But God ready to open it up wide open. So get out of your own way today and allow God to do what needs to be done, and that is crossing the path, ordering your stops and steps. He might tell you to begin to make a phone call. He might tell you to begin to get you a bus ticket, plane ticket. He may tell you to rent a car to go to where that God ordained spouse is. Whatever he tell you to do, begin to obey God in this hour, because that's what our lives depend on, is us obeying God in this hour and in this season. Don't move. Don't allow the move of the counterfeit to make you lose the flavor and the favor of God, because he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. Yes, when God does it, it's done. But when we do it, we have the tendency to get in our own way and to begin to we have the tendency to begin to stop and block things that God originated from the beginning. And a counterfeit will only cause us to be delayed and be denied of that which God really has for us. Because guess what? The one that God has for you